Your Inner Being channel.
I feel a little overdressed. I'm ready for the bugs because where I am in northern Ontario, the bugs out here are insane. So right now, it's going to be a hot day, so I'm counting on that heat to actually tamper down some of these bugs. And let's get to work and let's get going, and let's see what happens on day one. There it is. I'm just going to get to work and see what happens, what beautiful things can happen out here. I got a bed in there, and then I got like the basic outline. Right up here is this Chickmunk Hotel. Getting hot. Time to take a break here for a moment to show you where I'm at now. So I have some of these poles in here, and I've made my bed. And this time, I've chosen to do my planks lengthwise. Last time, I had them going in the opposite direction, which made for a very solid bed. But this one here allows a little bit of sponginess, a little bit of give. So that's why I'm trying this one. I've laid down on it, it works, it's going to be comfortable. Over here, I left myself some room on this side, so I can get to my shelving unit. That's right up there. And as I sat here, I'm going to have something to eat. I'm gonna clear out a spot over there to where I can make a fire. This ground, I just want to show you all of this ground right here. I was trying to figure this out last year. What was this made out of? It's actually made out of roots, and it's very, very tightly woven roots all over the ground here. The reason why I wanted to know is because I actually wanted to know what kind of creepy crawlies were going to come and visit me in the middle of the night. There's a few spider webs that were in the cracks here, so there is some sort of creepy crawliness happening there. But I swept them away. Hopefully they won't bother me while I'm out here. And we'll see. But yeah, so this is the problem. If I were to just make an area for a fire pit or even a cooking fire, I'm at a huge risk right now of doing damage to the forest area, because these, if once they catch on fire, even at a smolder, which is a bit of the problem sometimes, people who have fires don't realize that these roots can smolder. And they just slowly crawl into the ground and eventually get to a tree, in which then that tree gets engulfed, and then that becomes a forest fire. It's nice to actually just be able to cook breakfast quiet. It's nice. Sometimes it's nice to just put your feet up, take your shoes or boots off, and just cuddle around the fire while you cook. Just as I was digging there, see, this is how the land provides building materials for you. So in this area here, I can make any kind of tools that I want just in this one spot. I can make some type of hammers. This is a good hammering tool. So there's actually various ways to make hammers. And then you have your cutting tools, which again could come from a rock. It's not about learning how to just build this stuff or to survive in case you're lost in the woods. It's actually literally just about understanding the environment that you're in and just how does all of this work in harmony with one another? So this is the skeleton of the hut, and this is not a survival shelter. This is my little hut. This is a wigwam, and the natives, they would take this and they would cover it with either rawhide, skin from the animals, and they would sew them together, and then they would cover it, or they would get bark from the trees and they would cover that as well. And I see some bark in the area that I could use if I wanted to, but I'm going to use cloth. I have a bunch of cloth that I've acquired, and I'm going to put that over top. So throughout the years up until this point, I've always tried to make my little shelters a little better. It has started years ago when I made a survival shelter where it was just a few sticks and some leaves and debris everywhere, and that was my challenge when I was first starting. And then after that it became a little bit more elaborate, and then a little bit more elaborate as well. I was experimenting with rocks, and now this. So I have a circle door, and because this didn't hit the ground, I wanted to make sure that I had something to put here to tell my brain not to get hooked onto the stick. So that's why I got these rocks and nice little curves. So hopefully when I go in, I'll think about it. This is really nice. And there it is. I think I might call it Jabba's Palace. That's that. It's ready to go. I can put myself in there and sleep in there, which I think I'll do that tonight. Yeah, what do you think? First night in the hut. Right now there is a lot of bugs, and so I'm just hoping that once I killed them all, I don't get new ones coming in. Full of mosquitoes last night. They were in here probably throughout the day, and then when I closed the doors, they were stuck in here. And I killed a lot of them so I can get some sleep. And I thought I got them all, but then at some point it seemed like there was another wave of them. So these mosquitoes out here, and moths, and I had bugs in here that I've never even seen before. So it was pretty uncomfortable for a while. Isn't this a beautiful place? Like, this is really, really, really nice place to be in. It's not very big, but it's like I said, it's a good starting point to just stand in. This is where I say goodbye to what I've done, and I'm very proud of what I've done this year. What I did here is better than what I've done so far. And there's nothing else to say except for we shall return. And until next time, take care. And I wish you will.
Thank you for watching.